before going to the spiritual wisdom, so my sincere pronouns to my beloved Guruji. So Brahmarshi, Dr. Pitamaha Brahmarshi Patriji, PSSM founder. Right. Friends, so today the spiritual wisdom, we will deeply understand what is third eye power, what is third eye first of all, and why it is essential, how to activate the third eye. Okay, so these are the things, and then after we'll try to do the meditation in order to assist the third eye power, third eye activation. Okay, so this much we will try to understand as part of spiritual wisdom today. And before going to the subject itself, so we will have few questions to the participants. So whoever knows, they can answer definitely, right? Yes. So we allowed for a unmuting, so you can, whoever knows the answers, you answer it. Okay. I would like to ask, one of you can definitely answer. What is third eye? What is third eye?
Pineal gland, to activate the pineal gland, sir.
Okay. Pineal gland को activate करना, activate होता है तो third eye.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Any other definition?
So middle point between our eyebrows, that is third eye.
That is the third eye. Right? Even to say middle point is third eye.
Yes.
Let's keep all the, whatever the answers, let's keep, but other people also let them answer. Okay.
Intuition.
Intuition. Okay. One part of that. Yeah. Third is also, intuition also part of that. Any more definitions? Right. Okay. So yes, friends. So first one answer came that the pineal gland activation, right? So the second one is in between the eyebrows. Third one is the intuition. Friends, all is correct, but everything is part and part. Everything is one part you have told. Right? So the complete part nobody explained. So each and every one of you told is, of course, it's correct, but small the portion of that you told. Now let's understand deeply about the third eye. Okay. We have two eyes, basically. The two eyes, what we have, right? They are called physical eyes. These physical eyes, what they do, they try to, whatever the outward, the outer world experiences, whatever the outer, they are called actually outer senses. So the two physical eyes, they are called outer senses. So these outer senses, what they do, they try to grasp, they try to take a lot of all the experiences of the outer world. Okay, and so what will happen? That information will be fed to the brain, okay, for the further process, like that. It means the total 80% of the outer experiences and outer things will be perceived only through eyes. That is why in meditation especially, we ask you to switch off your eyes. That means shut down your eyes. Okay, we don't want your eyes to be open. The reason is they are the perceivers of the all surroundings. So in fact, I can tell you, they are, rather than listening and the nose and mouth, they got all the less functionality. But the eyes, they are cameras. Okay, so they 24 bars. If you keep it open, to say like 360 degrees, they can scan, and they straight away they try to perceive every small picture, small issue, small drushya. That means whatever going on around you, they immediately pursue. After perception, immediately they fed to the brain. The brain will be getting up, keep on getting uploaded with a lot of information. So you have seen something, somebody was talking, some vehicles are moving, everything will be going continuously to the brain. Okay, so that's how you come to know what is going on in front of you, what is going on around you. But at the same time, so there's also going to be a disturbance at the time of meditation. Okay, at the time of meditation, we don't want any further information to be fed to the brain, because when further information go to the brain starts what the brain functionality is what? Controlling, releasing, releasing all the what are the required chemicals, hormones. So all this functionality. So like controlling various organs of the system, the entire human body, it keeps doing. Depends upon the whatever the perception comes from outside, it will be processed, and then accordingly all the controls will be done automatically. So like that, what happens? It is going to be a disturbance basically. So we don't want any two eyes to be open during meditation part. So during meditation, it must be closed, so that another thing is what will happen is if you keep it open during meditation, so probably 80% of your body energy will go out. Okay. So this is also another thing. So whatever the bodily energy is there, so you can call it as a bodily energy, means you can call it as a mental energy. Whatever you have mental energy, it will go, the 80% will be released out of you. It will be leaked out of you. The reason being through eyes, whatever you see, whatever you are getting inside and going outside, like, whatever you are seeing through these eyes only. Suppose if you have seen a dreadful situation, or a kind of some kind of anti, which you don't like, for example, which you don't like, and with something dreadful thing in front of you, some dangerous thing happened, right? Those timings, more energy will be going out of the eyes. So that's when, the moment after seeing that incident and coming back to house, you feel like so depressed and so, like devastated and kind of completely weak. You feel like you feel weak and not able to do anything. So you'll not be active at all. You'll not be dynamic at all. So these are all the effects. All these the several like all anti effects. Anti effects, and this will be happening once you keep your eyes open and doing anything. Of course, when you are in the physical world and conscious world, whatever you are doing, task, so of course your eyes must be open and you're doing it. But during meditation, it must be closed, right? So that's how your 80% energy. Okay, why we have to close is 80% of energy you have to conserve within yourself. Why we have to conserve? That point will come later, little later now. So we have to conserve that energy always, friends. Wherever the energy going out of your own system, human system, every small bit of energy you have to consume. You have to conserve, not consume. See what will happen? If you keep it open, you are consuming. If you are talking, consuming. When listening something, bad things, then you out of you, a lot of energy go out. And if you are continuously thinking, not only the physical activities, for the physical activities anyway you need energy, right? So for the mental activities also you need a lot of energy. So what are the mental activities? So whenever you think, something thinking, and also you are generating thoughts, and you're also getting some depression because of some negative results are, your anxiety, anger, or whatever the jealousy, all these things, which will be running through the mind only, right? So they are mind qualities, okay? Mind inner qualities they are. So when these inner qualities are predominant in you, then they make sure that your mental energy is continuously leaking out. Okay. So that should not happen. Bodily, through eyes, and through the especially ears, and through the talking, okay, and through activities, all these things must be stopped. Okay, must be stopped means during meditation, not the other timings. Okay, other timings the physical body has to work, let it work. Mind has to work, let it work. But whenever you are working, towards the spiritual practices, whenever you wanted, like, third eye power, something like extraordinary powers, you want to get it, you are not supposed to do all these things. You are immediately supposed to switch up everything, physically, mentally, everything switch up. Not even intellect. Not even intellect should not work. Okay. So all these three aspects must be forcefully switched off. Okay, or trained to be switched off. So that's how what happened. You are conserving the lot amount of energy. Forget about what energy is coming in. Okay, let's come to that point later. Forget about that point later. But what exactly required is what is the energy within you? You are basically you are an energy ball. Okay, I told in the previous class. You're a ball. You're an energy ball. You're nothing but energy ball. So you think that you are a flesh and bones and organs and something like a physical body. It's not. It's not so. If I take a trillion photography, if I picturize you, if I just picturize you, Photoshop you, then I get a clear picture that you are just a web of energy, a ball of energy. I see that you are a ball of energy, isn't it? So all other things, or whatever the other things, physical things, what you find, which are just, the Panchabhutas. Through Panchabhutas, they are just prepared here on the Earth planet. Of course, whatever the use you can do with this physical body, you can do. But without energy, physical body will never work. which we already seen very clearly, okay, which are discussed so thoroughly. Without a consciousness or so-called energy, whatever mental energy, physical energy, cosmic energy, whatever you call it as, without which your physical body is like a dumb, like it's like it's a waste material. Just whatever it is, it's a waste material. So it's of no use. So that's how what we need to understand is, we need to understand that whatever the energy we are consuming, first that must be stopped. You want to grow spiritually, it must be stopped at any cost. Okay.
Sir, I wanted to ask one
Yeah.
question. We are staying in the family.
Yeah.
Then how can we follow all this?
No. During meditation, I'm telling you.
But whatever we see, whatever you do in the whole day, that only comes in the meditation, sir.
Yeah, we'll come to that point. We'll come to the point. Yeah? So let's finish the chapter, so
Okay.
that we'll come to the questions. Okay. Then I will be asking questions, then you can answer. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So otherwise, this will disturb the flow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Fine. So, friends, so what will happen is now, when you look at all these things, that means I need to conserve the energy instead of consuming the energy. This is very important point. We need to make a note of it. Instead of consuming the energy, we need to conserve the energy. First, to the bodily energy, mental energy, whatever we have. Okay, and also we need to make a clear point that we are the energy ball. We are not the physical body. Please understand, we are the energy ball. Okay, what exactly within us is entire energy only. Only this physicality, whatever you are seeing, is just a temporary. Okay, it's a temporary which is just get manufactured on the earth, using 5 elements, nature 5 elements inside the mother womb. Okay, so this is going to go, this is going to be, it's a temporary one, this is going to be demolished the moment the energy leaves your body. Okay, so that's anyway, we know that point very clearly. So make this note point very clearly. This, we are the energy ball. When we are energy ball, what will be happening from us? Energy will be dissipating, energy will be coming inside, because we are energy ball, nothing but energy ball. The energy goes out, energy comes in, and the energy will be recharged. That means we are like a battery. Okay, a battery, you take a battery, a mobile phone battery or a computer battery. What will happen? Where the battery will be discharging continuously by supplying the power to the various gadgets. So when the power completely goes out of that, it will be completely drained. That means the energy is leaking out completely. Energy is continuously leaking out. Again, what you need to do? You need to recharge it. That battery has to be recharged. When it is recharged, then what will happen? Again, it gains energy. Again, start giving the energy to all the other gadgets, electronic gadgets. So likewise, what happens? Similarly, we are also same. Our energy has to be, the energy will be continuously going out. That means for a certain energy will be going to the physicality. That means to run the physical organs. Okay. And for a digestion, excretion, and heart system, the respiratory system, and the brain system, for all the different parts of our body needs the physical energy. Of course, that energy will be continuously, the consumption will be going on. Right? So, and then next second will be mental energy. So what about the role of the mental energy? Whenever you are thinking, all the disastrous thinking or negative thinking, positive thinking, whatever it may be, and also a lot of emotions, feelings, right? So dukkha, all these things will be happening through mind. So that means so many bundle of thoughts will be continuously traveling across the mind, within our, so the mental body. So when the mental body is having so many, the combination of different various amount of thoughts, so that also takes little energy from your system only. From your system, little energy will be keep going out. The moment one thought is released, some energy will be going out. So likewise, what happens? Mental energy also gets drained. Okay, by the end of the day, it also gets drained. So this also has to be recharged. Okay, so for recharging this physical energy, mental energy, what is the source of that energy? That source of energy is cosmic energy. The source of energy, whatever we are supposed to get it is, that is a cosmic energy, that is a universal energy. We also call it as a universal energy. Until unless that universal energy we receive it, so these two energies will be depleted, and slowly what happens? It gets into a lot of diseases, and the body gets destroyed, and the mind gets, they become totally a depressed people, depressed, and with anxiety, anger, all this, what will happen? System itself will be collapsed. Slowly, the body itself will be collapsed, and then your soul, especially the consciousness, cannot stay in that kind of body. The body which is older, the body which is having lot of diseases, okay, body which is having lot of diseases and its organs are not functioning properly, then consciousness cannot stay there. The soul cannot stay there. Soul will leave the body. Then it will change the body. So it will go and take the other body, okay, in the next birth. So that's not a problem for the soul. Only thing is your body, how well you are retaining, how much, how well you are taking care of your body, physical body. If you are taking care properly, if you are able to look after properly with your mind, okay, who is going to take care of the body? Your mind, not the soul. Soul is not going to take care of the body. Your mind is going to take care of the body. So you, with your mind, with your lot of other habits and the what kind of food you has to, what kind of food you have to eat, and what are the lifestyle you have to follow, all these things, your mind has to get trained. Your mind has to get trained. The materialistic intellect, that's called buddhi, prapanchika buddhi. So that you have to learn from all the gurus, like the sessions and everywhere, wherever you attend. With that, what will happen? You'll be feeding to your mental body. So eat this kind of food only. Don't eat this kind of food. For example, you are eating too many sweets. Now Diwali has come. You'll be eating too many sweets. What will happen? By eating too many sweets, you are going to spoil your gut. In your gut, what will happen? So all the microorganism, the good bacteria, that will die, and your immunity power will be collapsed. And then slowly you'll get the disease. You will be attracting a lot of virus, bacteria. All this will come into picture. Okay, so that's how this is going on, my dear friends. Now, so let's come to the point. What exactly the point I would like to come to the point is here. Whatever the energy, right? So if you are conserving, so that is going to be useful for the activation of third eye. So let's see how it is. Okay, and before that, so let me clarify with the inputs of our masters. Some of the masters told it is a pineal gland. Yes, it's a pineal gland. It's the weight of the pineal gland is about 100 to 150 grams. Okay, 100 to 150 grams. Where exactly it is existing? In exactly the middle of the brain. The middle of the brain. Then the point we saw here is energy point. This energy point, not a physical point. Okay, physically is located within the middle of the brain, and the energy point we say Agna chakra. It is in between the two eyebrows. This is energy point. So what exactly the pineal gland is? Pineal gland connects this materialistic world to the spiritual worlds. That means our physical body to the spiritual, all the high realm of spiritual worlds. High frequency, all the urtholokas. So it will connect. It will work like an antenna. It works like an antenna in order to connect this physical body or the spiritual, this materialistic world to the other worlds. Okay, that is the only connection exists in us. So in order to, of course, is it working? It's not working. So it doesn't work. The reason is it doesn't have the sufficient energy to activate. But one more thing is, that's a spiritual work. What it does, that means it is an invisible work, the invisible functionality of the pineal gland. That is number one. Number two, what exactly it does in our physical body is it also does another work, that is called, it generates the melatonin. Melatonin is the one of the hormone. It's called darkness hormone. Okay, hormone of darkness. So what it does is, whenever you go to sleep, you have to switch off all the lights around you. Even while doing meditation also, the same thing applicable. And also while going to sleep also, you should not have not even small light also. You should have the pitch of dark. Okay, the complete pitch of dark. You must sleep in that environment. The reason is, otherwise what happens? See, this melatonin maintains the bioclock, 24 hours for your body, physical body, all these things. Bioclock it maintains. If you somehow you're working till 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1:30, 2:30, all these things, right? So what will happen? This melatonin production will be disturbed. Okay, it will be disturbed, obviously. So people now, they are doing overnight work, so that two-shift system, morning, night system, night shifting, all this they do. So that's all bad for the health. The reason is, so whenever the melatonin quantity of production, the melatonin hormone secretion is not happening properly, your sleep will be disturbed. And it leads to, actually what happens, the moment melatonin starts generating, it starts the activity of excretion. The excretion work in your physical body starts only when the melatonin starts generating. This is a link between that. So it is very, very essential point. You need to note down. Okay, it's whenever you switch off the light, Then go to the nature has given, of course, the sleep as a one of the gift to us, gift to the all the living beings on the earth planet, right? So we also need to, when we go to the, of course, we may go a little later. Maybe see today we are attending these kind of sessions. We may go a little later to the bed. So when even you go later, whatever, but you need to switch off the lights, and you should never switch on small light also till the morning. So what will happen? So the moment you switch off the light, then it finds this pineal gland, detects, and then start generating the melatonin. When melatonin start generating, then the excretion work, in your large intestine and the all the colon, all these places, it start working. So it start making ready for the day. By the morning you woke up, it will be ready to plus out. Okay, that is the work. That is the functionality of the one of the functionality of the pineal gland. Okay, two functionalities. Remember, the first functionality is connecting the physical body to the spiritual worlds. One, like an antenna. Second is making sure that the secretion of melatonin properly. Melatonin is a hormone. Secretion of this hormone properly in the physical body, so that the excretion is properly taken care. So that you will be healthy. Your physical health will be proper. So please remember this thing. Okay. Now, so friends, what will happen is, so whenever we understand this third eye, especially, let me come to the point. So one more master told it is in between the eyebrows, right? So yes, that is the energy point, Agnihotra. That's also correct. So one more master told is the intuition. Yes, intuition is also part of the third eye. Now let me start the actual subject. So exactly the meaning of the third eye, friends. Third eye is a soul eye. Okay, third eye is a soul eye. These two eyes, they look at all the things physically. That means whatever is visible, it should be in the visible spectrum. The light spectrum. The light spectrum, some of the frequencies are visible. See, for example, infrared frequencies. We can't see that. Infrared frequencies, infrared waves, whatever comes out, even from the mobile or Bluetooth device. So many frequencies are going on around us, but we can't see them. At the same time, whenever we can't see, we cannot say that they are not existing. Everything exists. Everything exists. Only thing is your naked eyes. Naked eyes cannot detect that kind of frequencies. So whatever we can detect, all the surrounding things for us, which are all visible things. So I can see the visible things. Okay, I can hear, I can smell, right? I can talk. So all these basic outer senses will work, and that is my outer senses data which goes into me. Okay, then I have to start processing basing on that. If I'm a conscious, when I'm living consciously, I have not slept. No, I have not slept. I'm not doing meditation. So then in that case, I'll be doing my normal functionalities like this. Okay. So now that is the physical eyes. Through physical eyes, we can see the entire physical world properly. Okay. We can pursue the things in a proper way, and we can pursue and we can process. We perceive, we process. Both will do, right? That is number one. So the next part is, other than these two physical eyes, we are now today discussing about third eye. That means two eyes are these physical eyes. Third eye is number three. The third eye should be there. Where exactly it is there? How to activate it? How to use it? Let's understand. Third eye is also called as a soul eye. So the eye with which the soul will be working. The eye with which the soul, especially soul means soul consciousness, the consciousness, or super, whatever you can say, like Atma, whatever it may be. The words may be anything, but that is having an eye with which it does all the functionalities. What are the functionalities of this third eye, friends? So some of the people can tell what are the functionalities. Yes, who can tell? So any idea? What are the functionalities of the soul eye? Now, physical eyes, we understood now. Physical eyes are clear. The activity of physical eyes, so it's very, very clear and very much evident. And what are the functionalities? What is the main job of the soul eye, third eye?
Sir, we have come here for realization. So,
yes.
The third eye, because of the third eye activation, we can, what we say, sir, I cannot put it in the proper words, but
some like a self-realization or whatever, right? Self-realization.
Yeah.
So for the sake of self-realization, you may need the third eye, something like that.
Yeah, you may need third eye. It will activate whatever the purpose of the human life is realization, and that's why God has what we say, Paramatma has provided that this thing, third eye.
Right. Anybody else?
Sir, sir, we have to, increase our intuition sense. So that's why we activate our third eye.
Right. Good. What is another one? Intuition. Yes. Right. Next.
Sir, sir, can you listen me, sir? Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, if
Hmm.
we active the eye, we can tell the past, present, and the future. What up in our life also, sir. And also, if we seen with open, someone, we can identify what if some other in front of person, we can tell the pictures and everything. And diseases also we can tell.
Actually, your voice is not clear. Voice is not clear, but I could make out that. So what you mean to say is like you'll be able to see the past and present, and we'll be able to judge all these things, isn't it?
Yes, sir, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. Yes.
And also we can easily we can identify that which person is good or bad. Easily we can identify.
Which person is good or bad?
Yeah, if it comes in our life, we can easily find out.
Super conscious vision. Super conscious.
Super conscious vision. Okay. Right. Good. Okay, friends. Right. So the the functionalities of the third eye. The first thing, friends. So whenever the soul eye is activated, the soul eye is supposed to do several functionalities. Okay. So what are those functionalities? Whenever we get activated the soul eye, the first and foremost thing is, and how the activation will happen, that's a different part. We'll come to that part later. But the major functionalities, as such, you covered some of the things. Basically, the soul eye functionality is clairvoyance. Okay, clairvoyance means what? Clairvoyance means seeing and listening and seeing both. In fact, these eyes are only for seeing, isn't it? But the third eye, the functionality is both seeing and listening and communication. These three things will be conducted by this one. That is teleportation, telepathy, clairvoyance, isn't it? And the intuition, that is voices. The voice comes in. So that means here all the functionalities, it must be the same. The third eye alone. Third eye means soul eye is going to conduct all the functionalities. The reason being, you need some kind of a communication, some kind of a visual things. We are going to see some visual pictures and visual things. If you are traveling to the different places and all, so you need to do all that. And also it has to conduct, basically the third eye, what is, once it start functioning, it also conduct the astral travel. Okay. And also is going to conduct the communication between the higher worlds to the lower world. That means any communication should happen between you. That means as a physical entity, you want to communicate to the soul entity, as individual soul, you want to communicate to the higher masters or the higher realms of the worlds. You also need the third eye power for everything, for what not. In spirituality, you want to achieve anything, the first and foremost thing it is required is soul eye activation or third eye activation. Okay. So understood? So it means whatever, like as we also need, of course, we need to understand our past lives, present life, and what is the purpose of the present life. Why did we come onto the earth planet? And what were the past lives? What are the future lives? How I am going to do? And so in this passion, and what are my karmas of past lives? Why I'm suffering now? What are the various reasons for this suffering? So all these things you want to understand means you have no way to understand with these physical eyes or with the physical senses, because those things cannot be captured by the any of the physical things, my dear friends. Those things cannot be captured by any of the physical senses. Basically, all the physical senses, they have got limitations. They got limitations with respect to sound and seeing and listening, everything. For everything, they got their own limitations. Whatever, see, for example, you try to see, when you are in the deep meditation state, you try to see some vision. You got some vision, or you somehow you smelled something different, the fragrance around you, right? And at the same time, so you may be getting some voice from inside, okay? And in within you, there like a clear, clear vision of all your past lives are going on, all future lives are going on, and the current life what you are suffering. For that, the reason is, the reason, or so-called the karmas and the causes and effects, they are also displayed. So likewise, so for anything to achieve on this earth planet, okay, on this earth planet, you want to grow, you want to spiritually evolve, you want to spiritually elevate yourself, okay, what is exactly needed is third eye power is essential, my dear friends. So without third eye power, what will happen is you are working with the physical senses. All the physical senses, they are limited in the power. They can't guide you in an all-round manner. That means 360 degrees. They cannot guide you. They have no such capability. Understand? So when they have no such capability, you can't depend completely on them. Only thing is you can depend on your physical body, because physical body is an instrument. So on which you have to depend. Definitely, physical body is required in order to do the sadhana, in order to do the meditation, or in order to do the spiritual practices, learning the spiritual wisdom. For everything, for example, I'm teaching here, you are listening from me. So for all these things, you need physical body. Without physical body, soul cannot do anything here. The moment physical body is not in correct condition, the moment the physical body got any kind of a severe problem, immediately the soul will evacuate. The soul will evacuate and go and take the new body. It doesn't have any limitation, and it is ready to take the new body the moment this physical body got any problem. So that is why, so the physical body is must, and it has to be intact. It has to be kept properly healthy, right? That's what we do. We are trying to learn the holistic lifestyle and many things, my dear friends. So with which what will happen is, so we'll also be able to maintain our physical body properly. Okay. So now the overall functionalities of this third eye or soul power, it is very clear for us. What are the functionalities? Functionalities are innumerable. That means the many functionalities, not one or two functionalities. In order to guide our life on this earth planet and to the next lives and the previous lives. So all the previous lives, whatever we did, so many karmas we have done. So all these karmas you want to burn, right? You want to burn these karmas. So how do you burn? How do you burn these karmas? Try to understand. Burning of all the previous karmas. I mean, already we have told the previous class and all we discussed very much about that. That is, you have to learn lot of wisdom. You have to get lot of the energy. That means you have to get lot of cosmic energy. So by receiving lot of cosmic energy, by receiving lot of wisdom, so you will become a gnani. And after that, you will become a pragnani. You become a vijnani. So gnani, pragnani, and vijnani. So these three stages are there. Every human being, once you start the spiritual practice, first thing is you become a gnani. So what is the meaning of the gnani? Gnani meaning is that, so he knows that he is not the physical body. With his practice of meditation, I'm telling you, he come to know, he realized that he is not the physical body. He is beyond the physical body, mind and intellect. He is a soul. Is a soul being or soul consciousness. You get that realization, the self-realization, that is called gnani. So after that, then he became a pragnani. Pragnani means what will happen? So he also try to understand that the all other human beings, other living beings, they're also soul consciousness. You will get that awareness. You will get that awareness also. That means first one is Aham Brahmasmi. The other one is Tattvamasi Shvetaketu. Second one is Tattvamasi Shvetaketu. And even along Tattvamasi Shvetaketu, Tat Sat. It means that is also that. That is also that. So you are also that. I am also that. That is also that. So these three things are there, friends. These three things are very important. So now, when he became a Pragnani, he understood that Tattvamasi Shvetaketu, Tat Sat, these two things. When you are a Gnani, you only know that Aham Brahmasmi. Okay, that is Gnani, that is Pragnani. What is Vijnani? Vijnani means what? It is a Vishesha Gnani. Vishesha Gnani. right? Vishesha Jnana means what? So you'll be going beyond. That means not only knowing that everything is a soul consciousness, all around him is a soul consciousness. Not only knowing that, you'll also be studying, you'll also be understanding the great mysteries of so many mysteries of this universe. What are those mysteries? He tried to communicate with the astral masters. He tried to understand all his past lives, all the future lives, current lives. Like, yeah, the great communication will be established with the higher realms of masters. I mean, all these great spiritual masters who already passed away, who are the evolved masters, all the enlightened masters. With them, you can communicate. Like Matar Babaji, you can start communicating. You can start communicating with Gautam Buddha. So like this, what will happen? The Vishesha Jnana, that's called Vijnani. So okay, that means, so these three stages, every spiritual aspirant, that means every meditation practice starts with just meditation, then he became a Jnani, then he became a Pragnani, then he became a Vijnani. Okay, so that's why, so what we say, the other word, Sanskrit word, Pragnanam Brahma. Means what is Pragnanam? Pragnanam means wisdom. Vijnanam, so that means Pragnanam Brahma. That means that itself. The Pragnanam is also the other word in English, what we say is consciousness. So knowing this consciousness fully, okay. So that kind of wisdom you are called as a Pragnani. Then this Pragnanam, that means the consciousness itself is a Brahman. Pragnanam Brahman. Okay, so like this. So these things, we will be understanding more and more in deeper context only when our third eye is activated. So without which, friends, understand that. How do you understand Aham Brahmasmi? How do you understand Tattvamasi Shvetaketu? How do you understand Sat Sat? How do you understand Sarvam Kalidam Brahma? That means the Pragnanam Brahman. So how do you understand? Sarvam Kalidam Brahman, Pragnanam Brahman means what? Entire thing, whatever you are seeing, the entire total creation itself is a Brahman. Is a Brahman. So the entire thing is a Brahma Padartha, Atma Padartha. So completely it's a supreme consciousness. So when do you understand all these things? Only when your third eye is reasonably activated. So other thing you need to remember, third eye activation, do not think that it is completely activated for a certain person. I mean, for everybody, the complete activation of third eye it may not be the situation, may not be the case. It may be different for the different person, right? Depends upon your practice. So what is the reasonable amount of activation of third eye? So that is going to happen. And for some other practitioner, so the amount of level of third eye activation is less. He'll be able to pursue, he'll be able to communicate, he'll be able to get the visions, he'll be able to understand some of the lives. He cannot be able to understand, go beyond some lives, right? So all this will be depends on their own practice, my friends, their own practice. You can't make a unique statement, or you can't say that everybody will be whatever having the third eye activation. It doesn't mean that everybody will be in the same situation or same status. See, for example, Shiva, that means Lord Shiva, still doing the meditation. Now also is doing meditation. In the previous classes, one of the class, I told you one story also. So the masters were all the astral world, the lower Urthalokas. That means the whatever the higher worlds are there. In the all higher worlds also, there are many worlds are there, many frequency worlds are there. So in the lower worlds of the astral worlds, some of the masters, they want to meet Lord Shiva. So who is there in the Satyaloka? Okay, so they all went. This is one of the just I'm telling you to make you to understand more deeper into this. Okay, so all these masters go, get together. They went to the Lord Shiva to meet him and discuss something. Okay, so whenever all these masters went there, so he was in a meditation. He was in a deep meditation. He was doing meditation only. Okay. Now, after some time, of course, so he came to the physical sense, I mean, the awareness, and then he started asking, why all you came here? So they said that to speak to you, there are some things are there, so we want to discuss. Okay, maybe of course, every world will have their own things, right? Physical world has got our own things, and their other worlds also will have a lot of other things to be carried on. So that way, then these people wondered. Already in Satyaloka, he is the creator himself, he is a Brahman. Then again he is doing meditation. Then they all ask one question. Swami, you are doing already, you're also doing meditation. Why you have to do meditation? What is the need? No, you have to do meditation now. So he said that only one thing. No, I have to do meditation because above me, there are a lot of people are there, a lot of masters are there, and above me, there are a lot of creation is there. I need to understand that. You see now, it's an infinite, my dear friends. It is an infinite possibilities, infinite creation. Nobody knows even Shiva is trying to contact the higher worlds, the higher things means you can understand, you can imagine what is the extent of creation which has happened and which will be continuous, which will be always there. Okay, whether we are here, we are somewhere else, but the continuation of this, the existence, the continuation of this creation is completely infinite in nature, my dear friends. So that's how the whatever the amount of activation of third eye depends upon every person. Okay, don't think that my third eye is activated means I am completely done. No way. It's no way. Like how Shiva is still, still practicing, and his third eye power, his third eye. See, what is the third eye means? Who will be remembered? The first god. First god we all remember is third eye means Shiva. Shiva once, Shiva will be always, the Lord Shiva is continually sitting in meditation. You open his third eye. All the things, the entire whatever the things are there in front of him, that will be burnt, isn't it? That is the power of Shiva, Lord Shiva. We all know that, right? So that means that is the kind of power. So he has got it already, but still he is doing meditation. We can understand. So what is the third amount of third eye power he is having, and still he is trying to achieve much more. That means it's a continuous process. There is no end to it. There is no end to it. There is no continuous. It's a continuous process. It has to be continuous. Otherwise, your life will not be enriched, and your soul evolution will be stopped. See, we all need to evolve the soul, isn't it? Soul has to be evolved. So up to the young soul, we'll be doing a lot of karmas. Okay, we'll be up to Manipura chakra. Even will be in the money. You will be right from the Mooladhara chakra, Swadhisthana chakra, and Manipura chakra. Till that point, we'll be doing a lot of karmas, negative karmas, positive karmas, and we'll be in the cycle of the birth and death. Continuous. Even when you born as a something like a matured soul, right? When you born as a matured soul, you start getting some thinking, and that means you start working with intelligence. That so not only the intelligence, basically you start practicing like a silence. So that's called Anahata chakra. You start working with the Anahata chakra. That means you go into the mauna, you go into the silence, you are going to conserve a lot of energy. You don't want to waste any energy, and you don't want to commit any new karmas. So that's how it starts, my dear friends. Then slowly, if you come to the next chakra, that is Visuddha chakra. So what will happen there? You want to clean up all the karmas, whatever the past life karmas you have done, right? So all the karmas of all the previous lives, you want to just burn. You have to clean it up, right? So which way you will be doing there? So in the Visuddha chakra, over the people active, predominant in the Visuddha chakra, they try to do a lot of service, physical service. Like they'll help the humanity. They'll be working for the welfare of the humanity without expecting anything. They are the social workers. That means servants, public servants. Okay, they serve the humanity. That's how they repay all their past life karmas, my dear friends, so that they become suddhi. That means they become completely cleansed, purified. Okay, by the time they come to Visuddha chakra, then only when the soul evolution is still continuing. Okay, it's still continuing, but he doesn't know about the so-called spiritual wisdom. He doesn't know more about soul, consciousness, all these things. That means he is no way connected to the spirituality, right? At the Visuddha chakra. So only at the end of the lives of the Visuddha chakra, so that is as a so-called old soul, at the end of old soul, the last parts of the lives, what he does is he start practicing meditation. He start understanding. Okay, he start understanding the spiritual wisdom. So that's how his life starts and enters into the so-called spirituality. That's where the meditation begins. Okay, so when the meditation begins, my dear friends, now, so when the meditation begins, it continues. Then, of course, we all know, right? We'll also be understanding how you can activate the reasonable amount of third eye power within every one of us. That's also very important. We'll definitely understand. Okay. Now, so the pineal gland, as such, it is a physical organ which exists in our brain and the midbrain, okay, at the middle of the brain. So this itself, this itself is a kind of one of the center, that is Agna center. This is Agna chakra. So it's also connected to the particularly Agna chakra. The pineal gland is connected. So that's one of the energy center, my dear friends. It's an energy center. So Agna chakra is the energy center to which the pineal gland is very much connected. So when Agna Chakra gets activated, the pineal gland also get activated. So that is connected to that, and it's like working as an antenna. As I told you, it gets connected to all the higher spiritual worlds, like receiving the cosmic energy, basically getting the cosmic energy, universal energy. All that will be in a continuous phenomena, and you will be living in the totally in soul consciousness. You don't have an awareness. You don't worry about the physical body that time. Okay, you are not much worried about the physical body. What happens to physical body, whether it is like a normal other human being, right? So normal other human beings, what will happen? They'll be doing a lot of karmas with the physical body. Again, they'll be stuck there, right? So they won't be having so much amount of the consciousness. Consciousness living is missing in their life. All that will be there. But these people who are gone to the extent of the activation of this pineal gland or third eye power, so they'll be continuously in the Atmic consciousness, though they are living in the society, but their core living, the core of their living is always in terms of consciousness only. There's no matter whatever you give crores of rupees, they don't worry. They are not bothered about this physical world, all the physical things. They know very much. They've already done and came here. For example, you came to the PhD. You already completed PUC, degree, masters, then came to PhD. Then why do you worry about masters and PUC, all these subjects and all? You don't worry because already you have reached PhD level, right? Similarly, any soul in the evolution which has reached a stage where its own third eye power, that means its own inner senses. Actually, they are called extrasensory perception. All the inner senses, they are called outer senses. We know outer senses, right? So inner senses are the major, one of the main important inner sense is third eye power. Okay, third eye. So that is the major inner sense. Once this gets activated, the soul, which is coming to that level of consciousness, that level of evolution happens once. Then there is no looking at back, my dear friends. There is no question of looking at back. It will be keep evolving from there. Once third eye get activated, then what will happen? It starts establishing the connection with the universe, and then it is trying to observe the mysteries of the entire universe, the entire creation. Then what is next? What is next is, so it doesn't need to come back to the earth planet, right? It doesn't need to come back to the earth planet. If at all, if it is coming, the soul is coming again back to the earth planet, means it only comes on the basis of serving the humanity, or for the welfare of the humanity, or to bring or to establish a dharma. If at all any adharma is going on here, the great dharma crisis, the crisis for the dharma is happening on the earth planet. They come as a form of avatar, like a Sri Krishna avatar, Rama avatar, right? So like that, they come and they establish, they finish their work, and again they depart. Okay, so that's how the purpose of the soul, which is evolved beyond the third. I mean, after getting third eye power, so once they became the universal, so it is a universal being, my dear friends. So once you get a third eye power, what happened? You become a universal being, or you become a cosmic soul, or you become a cosmic body. Your cosmic body is activated, your nirvanic body is activated, so much so that you are completely, merged with the universe. So that is the position. So after which you have no birth, you have no death. So already, of course, you have no death for the soul itself. Okay, only the death is for physical body. It's just changing from one body to other body. The soul does always, it will keep doing it. But I'm trying to tell you that, so there is no question of coming back. That means you are out of the cycle and death and birth, my dear friends. If the third eye is activated, the third eye power get activated, so then you will be coming out of this, so-called the karma chakra. So karma chakra, that is cycle of birth and death. You'll be coming out of that, and then you are a eternal being. You'll be promoted as a creator, and you start doing something else. So much creations which is going on in the universe, along with the great Purnatmas, the great creators who are doing, you will also join along with them, and you continue your the further journey. You'll be continuing in the total universe, my dear friends. This is the thing basically we need to understand now. So in order to achieve this, then what needs to be done? What must be done? We need to understand, isn't it? So what has to be done? Can some people tell about this? What need to be done in order to activate the third eye power? Yes.
Sir, through meditation.
Meditation. Okay. Simple, one line statement, isn't it?
Deep meditation.
Yeah.
Deep meditation.
Deep meditation. Okay, good. Next.
I mean, we have to dedicate to meditation on this. We have to at least 3-4 hours. We have to do that per day.
3-4 hours meditation, right?
You,
Yes.
Okay, fine.
using your sense, using your 5 organs in the what we say, where there is necessity, use there only, and be in the silence. And so,
Good point. Good point. Yeah.
yeah, be in the silence and
Right. Okay.
Also, we have to observe the front of the
Yeah.
forehead,
Yeah.
center of the eyebrows. We have to concentrate continuously and means between the eyebrows.
No, no. If you start doing that, you will get a headache. Okay. Don't do that. Okay. Right. Okay. Yes, friends. Let's see the clarity on that now. So third eye power. So as I told you right now, what are the functionalities and what are all the things you are going to achieve by activating your third eye power. Okay. Our purpose of human life is done if you activated your third eye. That's all the simple one-line statement. Okay. Now, so then that means then you will be promoted as a divine. Okay. You will be promoted as a God. You will be promoted as infinite soul. You will be promoted as a creator, the creatorship. You will be promoted as a supreme power. You will be promoted as a Paripurnatma. You will be promoted as a Purnatma. You will be promoted as a Paramatma. Right? So all this will happen. You will be promoted as a Brahman. Brahman. Okay. So all this, whatever the state goods you wanted, all these things will get. No, don't need to worry. So just you need to activate, and we need to make sure. You need to make sure in this life or next life or 10 lives or another 100 lives also, no problem. Okay. So soul evolution is always constant phenomena. It should be keep happening. We don't need to be worried. Okay. The Paripurnatma or supreme power has given the opportunity for every soul, which is just born soul, to the infinite soul. From the just born soul, that is called infinite soul, till the infinite soul, it has given ample opportunity. Just will be keep coming here, keep going back, keep coming here, keep going back. Okay. This is a continuous phenomenon. In between, we need to make use of our time here on the Earth planet. Not even 1 minute should not be wasted. Okay. We come to the point of how to activate third eye now. Okay. So then all these
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
things.
ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಡ, ಹೋಗಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋಗು, ಬಾಟಲ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ.
So don't make any sounds, my dear friends. Otherwise, I'll be muting.
sir,
Right. Yeah.
and how can we know our third eye is activated or not, sir?
Whether it's activated or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that will be evident to you only. Okay. So I will come to that point now.
Okay, sir.
So friends, so now the third eye activation. How do we do the third eye activation? Right? How do we get to know that my third eye is activated? Right? So that also we understand. So first of all, in order to answer your question, how much third eye is activated, or whether my third eye is activated or not. Simple things you need to understand. Simple things. One of the example I'm telling you. So one person, basically, this the big ship, what is that? Titanic. Yeah, Titanic ship is submerged in the water, isn't it? So
Yes.
number of years back, long back, right? So which has happened, the tragic incident happened in the sea. So when it was submerged, what happens is one person, before 10 days, he booked the ticket. Okay. He booked the ticket and he's supposed to travel, no doubt. So he's supposed to travel. But what happened after booking of the ticket, 3 days, 3-4 days after later on, he got in a dream. He got in a dream. So the dream was continuously coming. 4-5 days, he didn't leave him. Continuously coming, this is going to submerge. That means this is going to drown in the water. So all will die. Okay. Then this fellow, really, why this is coming continuously 4-5 times? No, so there is some purpose is there in this. Okay. Let me cancel my ticket. And then after he canceled the ticket and dropped it, after 3 days, it is dropped. Okay.
Yes.
Now understand the pre-intimation, how it has come to him. Okay, in the form of a dream. That's why I'm telling you, whether it is activated or not activated, in order to understand your own life is an experience. You will be having that kind of many experiences. You only have to tell. I don't need to tell. Okay.
Yes, sir.
In my life, I can tell many. But in your life, what are the things happen such a way? But if, for example, you hear from somebody, right? And then if third eye activation means the nature connected to you. Just take this word granted.
Okay, sir.
Your so-called universe or a supreme intelligence is got connected to you now. You are like, I can say that you are on the direct line. You are no in between, no other exchanges, nothing. Okay, your direct phone line connected to your, his number, is your number also now. Both know each other. Anytime you can call him, he will respond you, or he may send any message to you. You will also receive. Did you understand in the layman language?
Yes, sir. Sir, many a times we have that empty state in the mind.
Yes.
We are in the bliss. We are in the happiness.
Mhm.
Even though while speaking to the person, we understand that I should not go beyond that. I should speak in that only limitation. Otherwise, I will spoil this thing. Some kinds of this thing. I get messages. I receive
Some kind of you can say some kind of signals are there.
Yeah, sometimes of
Okay, let me complete my explanation. Okay, see, what happened is now the connection is established between the Paripurnatma or Paramatma and your individual soul through the third eye. There is nothing else in between. This is only the thing, is only required, the utmost ultimate connection required, the ultimate activation required, that is only soul eye or third eye. Now, once you got established, once you got activated, let me tell you, the signals will come in different fashion. In the form of one newspaper, one news will come, which is directly connected to you. So in the form of one person comes and tell you, so and so thing, don't do that, or you do this one, something will happen. But whether to accept or not, the person who got third eye activated, he will accept, or he knows very clearly what you are telling, he knows. You will understand. Okay, he'll pursue it with his own inner sense, easily pursue it, because already his third eye is activated. The signals comes from the signal come from the Paramatma. The Paramatma will send the signal in different manners, in the newspaper, in the news manner, in a person, or a dream, or something. Okay, so it may be in different format, or suddenly some flash of message within you. Okay, you went into the deep sleep, you are seeing a total picture. Or you went to the deep meditation, you are seeing the entire complete screen, what is going on, the earlier life, what I was, doing, what are the karmas I have done, the complete picture is there. Or in the dream itself, they are showing completely. One master comes, and because you already established the connection, right? They will not leave you, or you'll also get the direct connection every time. Some or other way, you'll be communicated all the time. You have no food, the food will come through somebody. You are not close. The master who got activated of third eye, who's enlightened master, I'm telling you, he is living on the earth planet. Maybe he's in the last years, maybe another 10 years, 5 years, he's going to stay here. What he wanted, his family want money, his family want food, his family wanted something. Some other persons will come and give him, always. You don't need to try at all. Okay, you don't need to do any effort.
Yes, sir.
So all this happens only after third eye activation. We have to remember this carefully. See, another thing is, many people are got confused. So whether I have third eye, whether I got third eye power or not, they'll be questioning themselves, and they'll be get confused. And they may approach different gurus and different things. They may charge so much, and then they, something like third eye activation course, finish. Let me tell you, everybody has got some or other format, or I can say little quantity of third eye activation is with everybody available, my friends. Already. You don't think that third eye is going to be activated tomorrow, or after 10 years, after 100 years. No. Already your own third eye activation, soul eye, because you are already soul consciousness. How do you think, you are nothing? You are a soul entity. You are living in the physical body, right? Your soul, when the soul entity is there, you have got some magnitude of third eye. Don't think that it's a completely nil. Don't think that it's nil, or don't think that it is not there. It is always there. That is why you are sometimes you yourself will be many times, kind of intuition happens to you. Many times, so whatever you expected, it happens. Like, inside, you'll be having some kind of a decision making basing on your own decisions, your own inner kind of a voice or inner message or whatever you think. Whatever you make some decision, so the same thing happens outside. Understood? So this is all the power of third eye only, but it is in the lower magnitude or a little magnitude, not in the extreme magnitude, not in the way to communicate and to see the past life, to see the future lives, and to communicate to the higher world masters. All that much may not be there. At least which is useful to the extent, to the extent of living on the physical planet, whatever you are in a day-to-day life you are running, right? So in this physical life, whatever to the extent required with everybody, it is. So that's why we call as whenever you have a good amount of energy within your physical energy, mental energy, right? That finally comes to universal energy. When this energy, if you are able to properly maintain your physical body, okay, in your immune system, then the third eye activation is always there with you. If at all you come to the situation where you don't have proper energy, your life is completely disturbed, isn't it? And you are in a state of anxiety, frustration, all this, no third eye power will work. Nothing, no intuition, no help. You are completely gone out of the system, isn't it? The reason is, so you are living in a you have downgraded the soul consciousness. Instead of upgradation, you are downgraded because of your own activities, your own mental activity, aptitude, even your own mental nature, the thinking or your own thoughts, right? Your own habits and your own way of life. All these things put together, you have downgraded the soul consciousness. So no way connects you, no way this third eye, not even the scanty of third eye is also not there. Little third eye power is also not working at all. You have no connectivity, you have missed the connectivity itself. You are disconnected, you can say. Then those kind of people, they go to the suicide, they leave the physical body, then left. Okay, they leave the thing, they leave the earth planet. All this will happen, my friends. Okay, fine. Now, so let's understand how do we activate the third eye. Okay, how do we activate the third eye power? Okay, we need to understand this. Very, very, very important. First thing is that's why the first thing is your physical energy. How much ever you wanted, use it. Otherwise, shut down. Okay, number one. Second, your mental energy. Almost all. First thing, in order to use physical energy, that means you have to conserve the physical energy. I'm telling you again, conservation of physical energy is much, much, much important. Even when you are awakeful, when you are consciously working in the outside society, right? You are roaming and you're doing some duty or a job or whatever it may be. Even though you are doing it, so limit everything. What you talk, what you think, what you see what you require. Don't see all the things, unnecessary things. What happens nowadays, people will be looking at everything, whatnot, whether required, not required, unnecessary, necessary, urgent, emergency, nothing is there. No matter, everything, eyes are there, I'll be seeing it. Eyes are there, I will go on seeing it. Then where is the energy? Your physical energy, you are releasing it out. So when there is no conservation of energy, I wanted my human system need more energy in order to activate my third eye power. This is the point you need to make very clearly. Otherwise, there is no way to activate the so-called pineal gland and third eye Agnihotra. I can't activate it. Okay, so that's how, friends. What happens? What you are supposed to do is conservation of physical energy is also very, very important. For that, sometimes in a 15 days once or a 1 month once, go into the mauna. What is that? Go into the mauna. When you get into the mauna, then you are going to conserve the huge amount of energy. 1 day mauna also is going to conserve the huge amount of energy that is going to elevate your bodily energy. It's going to elevate your own human system energy. It will be elevated. That is number one. Okay. At the same time, do not eat whatever you like. Whatever, keep on eating. Whether you require, not require, no fasting. See, fasting is also essential. Every month, 1 day, Ekadasi or whatever, do fasting. Or otherwise, intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting means what is required, how much you require, eat that much only. And remaining, so fast 8 hour, 10 hour, give a gap. See, why I'm telling this one, when you go to the fasting, your own bodily energy will be conserved. See, the entire system has to work, whether you need energy or not. You need energy to work in the physical work outside? Yes. The same way, your organs also need to work. Yes. So in that case, what does it need? It needs energy. What energy? Physical energy. Your own system, your own energy, it will be consumed continuously in order, liver to work, heart to work, the kidney to work. For everything, you need some calories of energy. Okay. So that energy also don't unnecessarily spend it. Try to conserve it. Okay. For that, fasting is essential, and intermittent fasting, that kind of things you have to take care. And also, don't eat the food which is going to consume a lot of energy to produce the required amount of nutrients. See, vegetarian food produces some kind of whatever the nutrients required, it produces with a less consumption of your own system energy. But if you take non-vegetarian food, just to generate the same kind of calories, it spends huge amount of your body energy. There also you are wasting. That is why all the non-vegetarian people, very no chance at all to enter the spirituality. They can't enter spirituality at all, because they are already eating the food which is tamasic food. Of course, it will be giving lot of negative characters in them. Tamasic food means what? So there'll be more of body conscious people. So they have a lot of negative feelings, negative thoughts, all the frustration, anxiety, anger, lust, all these things will be there with them. So obviously they'll not be able to enter into the touch the so-called spirituality or spiritual wisdom. That is why, so what we need to do is the food, kind of food what you are taking. Vegetarian food, the fasting, and at the same time keeping our body always fully energetic. Okay, eat less, do more work, no problem. Eat less, do more work. So like that, so this has to be there. And mauna has to be definitely implemented in the life. With this, what will happen? The first step will be achieved. What is the first step? The physical energy, mental energy, so-called physical energy of your own body, you are conserved. That means you have good amount of energy now. Okay, now, so after that, what we need to do is go to the next step. So next step is in the mental level. Okay, in the I mean, like with respect to mental, you can say mental body. How do you keep your mental body so pure? That also depends, my dear friends. So it means mauna is there, and all the physical energy you are able to conserve here. Then going to the mental body. So that is where the other thing, of course, thinking is there. Not only thinking, what kind of people you are associated, and whether you have any kind of the positive things you are whether you are doing any positive things in the life or not. Okay, so and always try to like involve in some kind of a social work which brings more satisfaction to you, right? Some social work, some helping other people, so all these kind of whatever the way you conduct your mental body, the way you keep the mental body pure, not to be adulterated, not to be always capturing the negative things from outside society. Always avoid that. The moment you think this is going to disturb my mental or mind, immediately avoid it. Okay, the people who are elevating to the so-called third eye activation, I'm telling you, not for all the other people. Okay, the people who are aspirant to in order to activate the third eye power. So I'm trying to hint all these things, give all these hints for them. Okay, try to note a point, make a point. Okay, now, so these kind of things, anything which is going to be an obstacle or anything which is going to be a negative or an opposite to your own thinking, those things do not entertain. First of all, alcohol, those things in the physical level itself, it's cut off. Alcohol, all other bad habits, everything is cut off. You are not supposed to do that in order to get to the level of this third eye activation, friends. So now this is in the mental level, how you have to conduct your mental body. I'm trying to explain you. Please do that. And sometimes, listen to music, the good music, nice music, melodious music. And you yourself, you learn the music and start, playing the music or sing, do the singing. So nice song, so try to sing. So like this, whichever is useful and whichever gives the more energy to your mental body, please do that. Whichever is going to take away your mental energy to out, don't do that. Stop it immediately. Okay, you yourself will be knowing many examples. I don't need to give so many examples. You will be definitely knowing. Okay, so like this, if suppose somebody blamed you, it's also mental body, impurity in the mental body. Somebody blamed you, you are depressed, right? Because you don't know that you're not. The blaming comes to your physical body. Your soul is never touched by him. whoever blame, whoever comment you, whoever interfere with you, or whoever is judging you, all these people, whatever they do, they come and they come and do that for your mind or physical body. But your soul, pure, there is a pure consciousness, is never touched by them. Nobody can touch in this entire cosmos. Your soul, that is inside your soul, whatever the consciousness we call it, so that cannot be touched by anybody. In fact, okay, so like that, friends, so what will happen is you have to be away from all these things. The mental body must be maintained properly, so that the energy in the mental body also should not be wasted, should not be leaked out. Okay, so that what happens, physical energy, mental energy is properly conserved within our system. This is one of the first step we need to do. The second step, now we are just going up, the buddhi. Buddhi means, of course, buddhi also works almost like along with the mind. So buddhi means it might have learned something, the great skills, is a poet or a singer or a musician or something and all, right? So this is something called the materialistic buddhi, with which also you'll be doing some great works in the society. So with which, you also get the mental satisfaction, the lot of energy only you will receive. That's also a good thing. Whatever you do with the buddhi is also going to give you the good amount of energy. It will contribute to your energy, in fact. Okay, that can be continued. That can be continued. It's not a problem. Okay, so now, when you go to the next level, that is spirituality. That is, you are going to now work on the soul now, the soul consciousness or Atma. So you are going to work on that now. So to work on that, so what you are supposed to do, right? What you are supposed to do, how do we connect to the soul consciousness? Of course, soul consciousness everywhere it exists. It exists everywhere, in everybody right now also, but we have no connectivity. Because in between the physical body and the soul, there are two things, as we already discussed, right? These two things. One is mind, other one is the so mind and intellect. These two things are to be switched off. Then these things are like, this one is a physical body, this is a soul. So these two will be pure things, will be always existing. Okay, so that's how what happens now. When it comes to the soul consciousness or the connectivity with the Atma or soul, what you are supposed to do is you are supposed to start the meditation. The meditation comes here. The meditation has got a higher role, and the highest and the upper, the topmost layer, ultimate goal of the meditation is to receive highest amount of energy from the cosmos, highest universal energy into your system. Only meditation that does that. Or in the deep sleep also, same thing happens, my dear friends. In the deep sleep also, it does the same functionality, but we are unconscious at that time. We are unconscious, and we can't remember so many messages or so many the kind of intelligence what we receive from the cosmos. But of course, as a given example, one person. So in the form of dreams also, the Paramatma has communicated to him. Okay, he has communicated because he already established, that person is already established. Similarly, so we also receive like that in the dreams, but many of the people in the dreams, they forget it. At the same time, in the night times, the dreams also, it will be having the collection of so many, the daytime reflections, everything. That's why we can't completely depend on the dreams only. That is the reason. So we come to the conscious practice, which is called meditation. So meditation is a conscious sleep. The sleep is a unconscious meditation. So like that it works. So that's how the meditation is a conscious sleep, which will start doing it. Then what will happen? So 5 steps are there here in order to activate your third eye. The first thing is, so you have to observe the breath, that is, be with the breath, receive the cosmic energy, make your mind empty. First thing, observe your breath, making mind empty, then receive the cosmic energy, cleans the entire energy body, then third eye is activated. These are the 5 steps. So these 5 steps must be remembered always. These 5 steps we need to practice properly. What is the first step? Number 1, we need to observe the breath. Okay, as a part and parcel of meditation, we have been discussing, we have been practicing, my dear friends. The 5 steps of activating third eye, your own third eye power. The number 1 step is you need to observe the breath. So once you observe the breath, what will happen? Your mind becomes empty. Second one. So once your mind becomes empty, you receive the universal energy or cosmic energy, right? And the third step. The fourth step is when you receive the huge amount of cosmic energy or universal energy in the energy body, especially, all the previous life karmas are there. So that means your energy body is having a lot of energy blocks, or energy body is locked with the number of, all the previous karmas, my dear friends. So that will be completely cleaned up. So it has to be cleaned up. But whether the cleaning happens in this life or next life or other 10 lives, it may be. Depends upon your practice, right? You practice only 10 minutes, 20 minutes, then, I didn't get any experiences. I don't see any pictures, this, that. You can't do that. It is not possible. Only you may get some relaxation in the mind because thoughts are little reduced. No, thoughts are reduced means some kind of the heaviness in the mind will come down. That much only the peace of mind you get. You don't get beyond experience. All this, the so-called the higher experience, higher spiritual experiences is no way for you. It's a very distant dream for you. The reason is you're not getting that kind of energy. You're not able to receive such kind of highest amount of universal energy. When you receive highest amount of universal energy, that is the first step is observing the breath. Second is making mind empty, thoughtless, thought is an empty state of mind. Then third one is receiving highest amount of cosmic energy. The fourth one is we are going to cleanse the entire energy body. Complete cleansing has to happen. When the complete cleansing happen, then at last, after the complete cleansing of the energy body must be fully clean, absolutely clean, very free, very clean and neat, my dear friends. The energy body comes to the zero karmas, no more karmas. Okay, this life or previous lives, whatever it may be. In any life, it may happen. This situation may come to you, this life or any life. That all depends upon your own practice, my dear friends. Now, so the last one, which is third eye gets activated. Okay, after these 4 steps, third eye gets activated without any other practices, without any other methods. No need, my dear friends. Okay, no need at all. So this is how you need to conduct your life day in, day out. So for this, so the last one is your third eye get activated. Once you get activated, now already what all the things are going to be seen, what are the various benefits we already gone through, right? So continuously, what's supposed to be done is from every one of us, my dear friends. Okay, so what will happen? Other thing is when the third eye get activated, you'll be able to see, in fact, the kind of things within you can go inside. That means you can see, of course, the entire universe. Mysteries you'll be able to understand. Already we have discussed the mysteries also capture. You'll capture the mysteries of the universe, like how the universe is running. You'll be able to understand that much. Not only that, within your physical body also, in fact, within the atom, electron, proton, neutrons, such level, you can understand what is going on there. In fact, of course, once the atom goes and dissect, you get neutron, proton, all this nucleus, everything there. If you further you dissect, so one of the scientists, the so-called the nuclear physics scientist Hans-Peter Deuce told very clearly. As you go on dissect, finally what he has seen is nothing. You see him? So nothingness is there. In fact, he thought something else is going on there, right? When he go on dissect, finally he found nothing. He said, there's nothing here. So nothingness is only the everything. Nothingness is only the creation. Nothingness is only responsible for the whole Brahmanda. So that's what, so it's called Advaita. So Advaita is well understood. A duality. That's the equation he proposed, right? He's a great scientist. Hans-Peter Deuce. So I think Nobel Prize winner. So, right, friends. So like this, what happens if you can go to the level of that neutron, electron, proton, such level also, what exactly is there through your third eye power, you can go and see the picture completely, like a biophoton or a Kirlian photography. Likewise, you can go and see that level also. All that will be visible to this third eye. See, for example, I want to see your aura. I want to see the electromagnetic field around you, or I want to see the aura of any person. I can see only with third eye, soul eye. I can't see with the naked eyes. That's not possible. So likewise, there are many benefits. Whichever you can't do with this, all the physical senses, or even with the other instruments possible, right? For example, one person died. The soul is leaving. Astral body and all other bodies along with soul is leaving the physical body. That also we can visualize. That also we can see when you go into the meditation through third eye. Of course, you have to close the 2 eyes. Then only you'll be able to see the third eye. You can't you can't keep it open 2 eyes and then seeing it. That's not possible. Okay, so that is not see. You have to elevate your frequency. You have to elevate your frequency. That is where, so once you are elevated, when you went into that kind of vibrational and that kind of frequency, with then your third eye is inactive. When it is inactive, you can see all these things which are beyond sensory perception, beyond the physical sensory perception, my dear friends. Okay, so this is how you need to understand third eye power. Okay, so what you need to do every day, like 3 hours meditation, 2 hours swadhyaya, 1 hour satsanga. You must keep, you must be keep practicing it. So this is a normal, one formula which is given by PSSM or Mahavatar Foundation. So 3 hours meditation, 2 hours swadhyaya, 1 hour satsanga. So if you keep doing this like this, in this life or in the future life, whatever, you definitely have the chance, the possibility of activation of third eye without any fail, my dear friends. So with